Hey guys, how you doing? Today is January 19. So a lot of investor, especially for those that have the cheap stock, right, then will be happy today, right? Because yesterday, even Taiwan semiconductor been raised about 8%, and then Nvidia rise again, and then AMD already um, even though AMD been rising for quite a lot already. Yesterday it still rise up, right? So happy for everyone, right? But not a lot of people then talk about Meta. That means previous is Facebook. So for Meta platform, early this morning I read the news, and because of the chip stock is rising up and rising up and rising up, so a lot of commentators said that don't sell it too early. I know that a lot of people want to sell, right? Because they think that, oh, now a lot of war is in progress, right? In Ukraine, right? In Israel, and China's on Taiwan is not safe. Probably there's a war. If there's a war, then everything will immediately collapse. So a lot of people that think that, okay, we have sufficient profit already, right? Since last November in 2023. So should we take the profit? And then a lot of commentators, they give the message, don't sell it too early. Right. One of the stock that they're talking about is Meta. That means previous Facebook. Actually, I'm not going to repeat the financial data of Meta because it's been more than 2 months ago. Later this month, then Meta will have the new quarter report. But we have to examine the fundamental first, right? To see if that she is really recover well and then goes into the AI. That's the most important thing, right? So we will discover it in this program. So our Falcon portfolio been lucky, then we rise it to 97%, right? In 16 months already. That means 5 years, right? Finally, finally, right? So if you want me to discuss on any stock, then you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. And this is our cover, Meta platform, right? This is a platform, right? Don't sell it too early. And this is amazing in the world history that Facebook is just an app, right? Just an app. Of course, you can use it on the desktop or use it on a notebook. But for an app, they can earn 100 billion revenue, more than 100 billion revenue per year. This is amazing. This is amazing, right? Because it's just an app, right? Then imagine more than 100 billion US dollar per 1 year, right? So this is incredible to me. And for so many years, people are still using Facebook, right? The first year I learned the Facebook in 2006 or 2007. So about 16 years already. So this is just amazing. Why it seems no one can beat Facebook, right? Yesterday Dow Jones, right, rised more than 200 points, right? And yesterday Nasdaq, right, back to 15,000 again, right? 15,000 and 55.65 rised, same as Dow Jones, about 200 points. This is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, and we reached 97%, right? And this year, 2024, our portfolio been raised at 3%. So we go for some headlines first. So I talked it in this program and in the Hong Kong program for so many times. Then don't be blue, right? On those, oh, US is going to bankrupt, then the Congress is not letting it pass, so forget about it. All right. I watched this for more than 20 years. Then every time it's quite close, right? But finally, then it will pass. So the Congress passed the stopgap bill to prevent the shutdown. Then until March, then at March, then it will be okay, right? Sending this to Biden. This is the good news, right? But actually, this is not good news or bad news because eventually, then it will pass. And then one of the reasons why the chip stock rises so sharply and seems all the investors have the conviction on that is because of India. You can see that India is going up very quickly, catching it up, right? And then at the Davos, then India is okay. Woo to the investor. That means welcome, welcome, come here. But woo means come here, something like that, right? So we see next news. And this news is from Goldman, and Goldman predict about 100, not 1 million, 100 million people in India will earn more than 10,000 US dollar. This is US dollar, right? 1 year by 2027, according to Goldman Sachs prediction, right? So a lot of different industries like travel, jewelry, eating out, among other things, right, then will rise up and rise up again. And we know that there is 1.4 billion people in India. And then what Goldman saying is 100 million people, not 1 billion, it's 100 million people. They get rich and rich, then they will buy a lot of things from USA, right? Like the iPhone, use the Google surveys, right? Use the earplug, something like that, right? Then you can see that this is a current photo from India's jewelry shop, right? So this is probably because of India, right? So a lot of industry will buy a lot of most advanced computer data center, then they will need the chips, right? Most advanced chips and the AI. Lenovo is the one of the very few stock that in China then I have a very good recommendation, right? Because she is very keen, just focusing on the business, and Lenovo among the Hong Kong stock are doing quite good, right? Quite good, right? We know that she bought IBM a long time ago, and then now she have the Motorola, and then she said that then bags. It's Motorola smartphone. Motorola only the smartphone, right? Motorola solution is still in Motorola, right? Will be the third biggest global in 3 years. And the first one or the second one, then maybe Apple or Samsung, right? One of them, right? So, like that, right? Likewise. Unfortunately, China's working age population is shrinking, all right? So, once China is not the world factory, and then in the contrary, then the population will shrink. Why? Because the people is not giving birth to new babies, right? Because of the economy. So this is a bad circulation, right? And then if they are not giving birth to babies, and then the population get older and older, then the economy get even more worse, right? This is a very bad circulation. But it did happening now in China. It is just the beginning, right? Sadly. Then Nvidia and AMD shares hit the record, right? Is it too high? Yes. For both the price, the PE now is too high. Should you sell them? I think you can sell a part of them, right? Not all of them. You can sell a part of them. Don't sell all of them. Just sell part of it, right? So get the profit first, right? But don't sell all of them. The market rules NVIDIA, AMD, and TSM has a reason. The reason is that they counted in the coming half year, the income will boost up. And if India is like that, then it may. India, Vietnam, Indonesia, even on Japan, on US, right, on all the data center, all the computer, all the cell phone now will use the chips with the AI setting, right? So this boosts the things up, right? Not like the EV, right? And the second reason is Trump, right? The election year, right? This year is preparing for U.S. election, right? And we know that from the past, when Trump was the president, the economy of U.S. is very good. So the people think that Trump is coming back, right? And they are very happy to see that the stock market get the room again. So this is the second explanation to the chip stock boost up yesterday, right? So makes sense, right? And then if they do the election now, Trump will sure win, right? 100% will beat Joe Biden, but not now, right? Who knows, right? Because they still have 10 months. The election is on November, right? If I remember well, right? So we still need to see. And then the thing is, a lot of the very important U.S. leaders, like the banking leaders, you see that the second row, banking leader, publicly and privately U.S. executive, and they weren't concerned if Donald Trump wins. 2 years before, still a lot of people concerned, oh, if Donald Trump wins, then there's a problem. And now no people concerned, right? Okay, Donald Trump wins, no problem, right? Especially for the banking leaders. Peace win, right? Peace win, then make the economy better. Then we go for the Meta. I still calling it Facebook, right? But now the name is Meta already. Meta platform. On the Meta stock price, then we can see that for all time, it rises so many times, right? About 8 times for the Facebook, right? But you can see the deep dropping and then the boost up very sharply. That is in 2023, right? So what makes this happen, right? The things makes it happen, and then Mark Zuckerberg ratify it. It's because of the AI, right? For past 5 years, then we can see that Meta's stock price increased by 1.5 times, and then for past 1 year, increased by 1.76 times, right? Why there is a big boost up, right? And now Meta is no job already. We cover everything on the stock price. And the most important thing is Meta from Mark Zuckerberg said yesterday. Then Meta will include 350,000 H100 graphic cards to boost the performance of Facebook, right? And that equal to 40,000 US dollar. Then it buy this kind of thing on eBay, right? And then he said that in this year, 2024, now it's just the early beginning. AI will be our biggest investment in 2024, and then the spending amount is about a million, right? 1 million US dollar, right? That is not a small amount, right? And we can see that in the a lot of commentators, then even the capital research, oh, Meta platform is doomed, we tell you, right? So what happened? So the from left to the right, the first one is Meta, that means Facebook, right? the net income margin is very high, 23%. And then the second one is Tencent, right? Forget about it, right? It's in China. And then it's Google, and then it's Beidou, and then it's Kuaishou, right? You can see that Meta and Google, their net income margin is nearly more than 22%, right? That is very high. And we can quickly have a look from 2021 to 2023. And then the orange one is the revenue, goes up, right? And net profit margin goes down, still goes down from 2021 to 2023, and then now rise up back again. And then the same happens to the gross profit. That means the investor think that it passed the worst time, and a lot of people invest back into Facebook. That is why you see the stock price now. See that for if Google added the Alphabet and the Google together, then for the advertising and survey, she's the number one. If not, then Meta is the number one for the advertising. Right? PayPal is the second, but PayPal is the transaction revenue, not get every money. It's just the money used at the PayPal, right? And Apple is quite late, and then Alibaba, Microsoft, and Amazon. Then they have other incomes, not only on the advertising. Quite clearly, right? For the light blue bar is for the actual earnings per share. And then from 2022, the last quarter to now, it quickly recover. And that is very important, is the active user monthly. Active user normally is the pay users. For rest of the world, Asia Pacific, Europe, US, and Canada, you can see that is increasingly, right? Increasingly, slowly, but increasingly, right? But increasing, so it's okay to me. Because Facebook is 16 years already, right? We can see that only for from last quarter of 22 to early quarter of 2023, and then everything declined. After that, no matter it's worldwide, US, Canada, Europe, rest of the world, and Asia Pacific goes up, right? Quite clear. This is for the Apple. That means the average revenue per user. How much in average a user pay? And this is segment result is even more clear, right? Advertising income, and then family of apps revenue income, right? You can see that in 2022, then start the bad time, right? For both. From first quarter of 2022 to the third quarter of 2022, and then a little bit to 2022, the last quarter. All the things that I put red line circle around it, that is the worst time, and then it gradually recover. You can see that the latest one, the operating margin, from 31 decreased to 29%, 20, and then a little bit increased to 25, 29, and then the third quarter. That means this report is 40%, right? Totally recover and better than before, right? Earnings per share, right? Then quickly, right? 2022 Q2 to Q3 is the worst time, and then start to recover gradually. And then you can see that the third quarter of last year is even better than the Q4 of 2021, right? And then family daily active people keep on increasing. You see that it's keep on increasing. It's not decreasing, right? We quickly take a look on the financial report, but actually this is 2 months before. The most updated one will be launched, I think is about end of this month. So we just take on some figures, right? So you can see that for 9 months, right, the income for Facebook is 94 billion US dollar, right? That means 1 month 10 billion US dollar. That's a huge amount for just an app, right? And you can see that for the income, very good. Right, for the 3 months ended September 30, the revenue is 34 billion US dollar, and the net income is 11. That means about 30% for the net income margin, very high. This is even more simple. The current asset is 78.3 billion US dollar, and the total liability is 73, only 73.4 billion US dollar. So this is a net cash company. Now Meta's PE is 33, all right? If we compare 2022 to 2023's performance, 33 is okay, because we can see that the income is more than double. But if from 2023 to 2024, sure will not, right? Because that is an exceptional low, and then compare with that, right? On business, I do not see big challenge of the other app or social media to Meta. YouTube, different. Facebook, then you write things, then you post the works on it. You can do the live. There is WhatsApp. There's Instagram, something like that, right? A lot of people is selling things on the Instagram and earn the money, and they take the royalty, right? So the thing is, the only thing that Mark Zuckerberg needs to do is to keep up with the pace of the technology, right? He used the top technology on the app. That's the thing that he needs to do. It's enough already. It's enough, right? So X or Snapchat or YouTube, different thing. Or like X or like Snapchat cannot challenge Meta shortly, right? So I think that Meta will still be in her field, still be the number one. And then a lot of people then will still use Meta, right? For live, for other things, right? And then the advertising will still be for Meta, all right? I know that Microsoft wants to do it. There is Microsoft Daily, right? And then Microsoft wants to do the search browser to challenge Google. Fail, right? Not very successful. A lot of people still using Google, right? So it's like that, right? So I think that then if you have this stock, I think you should hold it. You can sell a little bit, like the NVIDIA or the TSM or the AMD, but don't sell all. This party is far from over, right? This party is far from over. Then AI is not only like that. Now the AI is just still at the stage of helping people to do it more fast, search, categorize. It's still far from AI, right? No inventation, inventation, no, right? They do not think. They just shorting out of the data. So AI still have a long way to go, right? So keep your stock, right? If you have NVIDIA, AMD, or TSM, you can sell a little bit to get the profit first, but don't sell all of them. Hold a little bit of them, right? Eventually. So you keep the sense of that, right? Okay, thanks guys for watching, and then your like, comment, share is appreciated, right? Subscribe and then press the bell icon. So next time when we upload the video to YouTube, then you will know it, right? Okay, thanks guys for watching, and today is a Friday. I hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. See you guys on next Friday. Bye bye.